We are building a buddy cop movie using the patented Talk Talk Punch draft. This is Talk Talk Punch. Thank you so much to both our audio podcast listeners and our YouTube viewers for joining us. I'm Brody, and I'm joined, as always, by Tudong Dylan.
Hey!
And the man of 1,000 nicknames, Charlie Hickman.
Hello.
If you haven't already, we would honestly love it if you checked out our Patreon page in the description below to help support what we do. It also really helps if you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can come back here every Wednesday to hang out with us and have some fun, because oodalolly, these movie builders are always fun.
Lolly, lolly, golly, what a day.
Yeah. And Brody, if I may say so, sometimes the Patreon, besides the extra content, we'll have some polls. Like, for instance, I always feel awkward saying a word after you introduce me. I have no idea what to say. I've tried on a few, some hellos, some howdies, some how's it goings. They all feel terrible. So we're gonna have a poll in there, and you guys can pick what I say. It can be as ridiculous as you want. It can be as normal as you want. But so not only do you get to some extra content, but you can control. It's like having the puppet strings. You're gonna make us dance. So come on over to the Patreon and make me say something ridiculous, or at least just help me say something that sounds like a normal person. I don't want to say howdy anymore. It's terrible.
Howdy. I say howdy all the time.
But you're authentically saying it. I feel like when I say it, it's like it doesn't roll off my tongue the way that you sound great saying oodalolly. I don't think I could pull that off.
Oodalolly, golly, what a day.
Oodalolly, what a
sure
day.
You could. Sure you could.
It sounds like I'm mocking the oodalolly people, and that's not my intention.
No.
Well, anyway, let's get to drafting.
Buddy Cop, Charlie, tell us about the draft.
So with each of these, I try to put a little bit of a unique spin onto the preparation so that each draft feels a little bit different, even though at the end of the day, hey, we're just building movies. We're building movies. And at the end, you want to stick around because we will be putting these into the AI and they will be spitting out a nice description of our movie. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, the twist for here is we're going to have two spinners.
Two spinners, Dylan.
Two spinners. Number one. Two spinners. Spinner number one has got our faces on it, and we're going to spin that to see who goes first. And then later to spin it to see who gets the studio interference. If you've seen these before, you know the studio is always interfering and changing. The best laid plans are laid to waste by the studio interference. This is going to be unique studio interference. In honor of the buddy cop film genre, there will be three archetypes on the spinning wheel. A loose cannon type, a real Riggs, if you will. And then we're going to have a more straight arrow rule follower. That's going to be the Murtaugh on the wheel. And then we get the captain. Captain Murphy will be representing the studio, who only wants to make money and keep things on time. The loose cannon will be choosing the most ridiculous and nonsensical options for your movies. And the straight-laced rule person is going to be a little bit scared, and they want to play it as safe as possible. So the interference will be directly related to the character that you get. If it doesn't make sense now, it will later. Probably.
That's cool. I love it.
All right. So we've got all these things. Do we need to get it started? Do we need a spinner? Do we need our spinner?
We need a spinner. We need a spinner to see who goes first.
All right. Here we go. Here's the us spinner.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Brody.
Look at that.
So it'll go Brody and then me and then Dylan, right?
Okay.
Right.
That's how we're on the screen.
Yep.
So Brody, you get first choice in our first category. You get to pick your script. So our options here, you're commissioning a script. It's going to be a blockbuster, like writing a big budget film, something dark and gritty, something that's maybe a parody or spoof of the buddy cop genre, something that is more of a family fun. I think Cop and a Half. Or something with a twist, and this is going to be putting a different spin on the genre. Think like Men in Black or 48 Hours, which is like a cop and a criminal in the buddy cop role. So just something that's true to the genre staples, but with a twist.
I actually wish I wasn't going first on this one because I don't know what to pick. I wish that my options were less. Let's go ahead and do. Yeah, let's do a blockbuster. I do love a good.
Yeah. Studio's gonna be so scared.
I am I'm going to go dark and gritty.
Ooh.
I want someone to have this just because I think it's going to be a fun one to get messed with. And I'm
I
the
figured
one who
that
gets
would be
messed
a
with the
Dylan.
most.
I figured Dylan would have taken
I was
it.
going to go there.
Oh, you're going to go
absolutely-
dark and gritty. I'll take with a twist if you want to take the dark and gritty. I just wanted someone to take it.
Oh no, yeah, I definitely would. If you weren't going to take it, I would have taken it.
All right, then you get dark and gritty, and I'm
Oh,
taking
nice.
with a twist.
Bending the rules. Bending the rules already. First selection.
Yeah,
We negotiated. We
the twist.
negotiated.
All right, now spin the face wheel, Brody. So just our faces. Let's spin that to see whose movie's getting messed with.
Okay. Our face is first.
Hope you guys enjoyed your choices while you had them.
Bring that back up. Oh, man. At least it landed on me, so it shouldn't land on me again, right? Yes.
Oh man, it's always me. How is it always me? The
Wait,
last
what do you mean?
three
It just
drafts we've
landed
done
on
have been
me.
like 90% me getting interfered with. It's ridiculous. All right, bring up the second spinner. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, spin it.
Oh, I was hoping for the loose cannon one.
Ooh,
The safe
me too.
option.
Loose cannon one was fun. All right, so in this particular category, the loose cannon is a little bit scared. They're a little bit scared. They think they hear dark and gritty buddy cop film. Those things do not sound like they are compatible.
No, they
Wait,
don't.
so you mean with the twist, right? You mean with the twist?
Oh, with the
Oh,
twist.
that's right. Excuse me. With a twist. With a twist. Here's the twist. We would like you to do a reboot. So I for each of these, there was for this category, each of these had a different movie that was going to get messed with. In this case, I am making a reboot of the Lethal Weapon franchise with a twist. So the genre stays. Now I am doomed to be doing a reboot of Lethal Weapon because hey, what's safer than a reboot? Everybody loves a good reboot.
Can it be a reboot of the reboot?
Is there a reboot? There's a TV show, but
Yeah,
there's no
there's a
reboot
TV
of the
show.
movie.
The TV show.
Yeah, that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Ain't no
TV
reboot?
show's a reboot? Yes,
No,
it is.
No, that's a
TV show's a TV
reimagining.
show. Ooh, yep. Totally different medium, bro.
All
Totally
right,
different
all right.
medium.
Fine.
Hey, if you want me to switch this, I'm happy to do this. I'm not excited to be doing I was excited to have an original story. You rigged the freaking wheel so that it always lands on me. You could have at least given me loose
Very
cannon.
true.
This would have been a very funny twist. I guess I should just start changing these around since you guys can't see my sheets anyway. I should just start lying more, but we're staying true. We're staying true.
So yours is still with a twist though.
So with a twist, yeah, yep. And you'll kind of notice that really the wheel is going to be taking whatever we pick and amplifying it more so than replacing it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go next. Subgenre.
all right, so our choices here are comedy, sexy thriller, sci-fi, drama, and adventure. All right, so I have to make a Lethal Weapon reboot.
Yeah.
This is terrible. I want it's got to be with a twist. So I'm Lethal Weapon, but like a sci-fi Lethal Weapon.
Yes. I was hoping you'd say that.
I'm feeling that. So I'm gonna go a sci-fi Lethal Weapon. What a twist!
What a twist.
No one will see it coming. All right,
All right.
Dylan, what are you picking?
Hey, mine's dark and gritty. That means I gotta go sexy thriller.
I thought you were going to
Alright.
go comedy.
Yeah.
Dark and gritty comedy.
No. Dark and gritty comedy. If you'd have kept dark and gritty, I was gonna go with like satire, which would have been funny because I probably would have then on here been like, let's go drama.
A sexy thriller for the satire.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right.
What's your sub?
Mine's a blockbuster, so it's got to be an adventure movie.
All right.
Nice.
I don't want a drama. A comedy, not for a blockbuster.
All right, you can get both wheels out at the same time if you want, or you go one at a time. You got to see our faces first so we know who's getting the messed.
Okay.
It's going to be me again. Let's call it what it is.
It's like you're willing it now.
I'm going to walk. I'm going to walk. You're going to push me too far one of these days, Brody, and I'm walking off.
It's a random
I am getting
spinner.
up from my seat and I'm walking out.
It's a random spinner. I have no control over this.
So he says,
Gosh.
Come on, loose cannon. Come on. Yes, yes, loose cannon. Yes, loose cannon. Yes, loose cannon.
No.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, well, oh gosh. All right. Well, all right. So for each of these subgenre ones, there was another genre that we need to add to the list. In this case, we are adding in now the horror genre because it is the least responsible choice you can make in a buddy comedy. So we are getting a sci-fi horror buddy comedy film that is a reboot of Lethal Weapon. We are off and we are running. What could go wrong? Riggs and Murtaugh living it up in the future, fighting off what I'm assuming will be aliens like Prometheus style. But with Riggs what would happen instead of Ripley if it was Riggs and Murtaugh? Taking down them aliens.
It already sounds like too much.
Cops in.
It already sounds like too much.
I love this. I want to watch it already.
All right, you guys have such nice normal movies. All right, let's see if we can mess up yours at least with the era.
Sure.
All right, let's pick your poison here. We got 80s, we got 90s, we got the future, we got modern times, and we got, of course, the ever popular Sherlock Holmesian period piece. And Dylan, you got to go first this time.
You know, I was going to go modern, but I'm just going to go 80s. Why not? You got to go 80s.
Why not?
Ooh, a dark and gritty 80s cop film?
Yeah.
For dark and gritty, you should have gone 90s for dark and gritty. I feel like the 90s were
90s?
more dark and gritty. I don't know. They seem more dark and gritty. I think of 80s and I think of like.
Oh, you think of like PG and PG-13 stuff, huh? Should I have done modern instead?
Lethal Weapon was 80s. Well, Brody wants modern for himself, so don't take Brody.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about modern. I was thinking about modern.
Period piece, Brody. Come on.
No, I don't want a period. An adventure blockbuster period piece? No.
Yeah, that's what Indiana Jones was, bro. Indiana Jones was a period piece. Star Wars was a period piece. RoboCop was a period piece.
I'm between. RoboCop was set in 1995, so dark and gritty, like I said. Okay. I'm between modern and 90s. Let's go modern.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that leaves me. But even as I'm putting it together, I'm like, well, no one's going to pick the future. Well, I'm picking the future. Lethal Weapon, set in the future. A sci-fi horror buddy cop film, and what will go down in history as the worst movie of all time. Spin the wheel and let's see how much worse it can get. Oh man, it's gonna be so bad. Don't you do it. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
I'm sorry. This is random. It's random. Charlie, I really have no control over this. I really don't have any control over this.
Spin the next wheel.
I was hoping it was gonna land on me. I really was.
This is unreal. Oh, we got okay, great. All right, I'm gonna start because I just need to entertain myself because my movie is completely already lost. I'm gonna start putting a little acting into this. All right, we're here at the studio. We love what you've planned so far. We just can't see how this could possibly fail. A Lethal Weapon reboot set in the future to a sci-fi horror audience. They're going to love it. We have one little note here for you that you want to take place in the future. Well, that's great, but we have some sponsors that are a little nervous about a futuristic time movie. So what we like to do is have some time travel so that we can cover more eras. So we're going to need a time travel as part of your era. So great.
Wow. You got to thank Broad for that one.
I'm blaming you too, Dylan.
Hey, I didn't give Brody $20 for nothing. I didn't give it to you for nothing, Brody.
I wouldn't even know how to change.
Let me explain this next category. So you're going to cast your movie, and you can use any person that has ever appeared in one of the following sitcoms: New Girl, Community, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, The Office, or Saved by the Bell. So you can cast your buddy cops will come directly from this television show. It can be regulars. It could be guest stars. So for instance, if you pick The Office, you're not just picking from The Office character. You could use Will Ferrell. You could use Idris Elba, James Spader, any of the guest stars. So the more familiar you are with the show and the universe that it's taken place in, the better. I will not make you cast, however, until we pause before you type it into the AI. So then you will have to have a cast at that point. But so you're picking. Does that make sense? So this is the pool of actors and actresses that you are picking from for your movie. Brody, you are up first.
Blockbuster, modern, adventure.
John Krasinski and Rainn Wilson.
Ooh.
Mario Lopez and Mark Paul Gosselaar.
I was kind of leaning towards Community.
Danny DeVito and Rob McElhenney.
Always Sunny could be good.
How do you pronounce? Is it McElhenney? McElhaney? McElhenney?
I think it's McElhaney.
McElhaney.
Okay.
Let's go Always Sunny. I'm going to go Always Sunny.
All right. Good.
Or should I have gone The Office? John Krasinski would be good in a blockbuster.
He would. I mean, MCU keeps pursuing him to be
how many?
One of their movies.
So how many do I get? How many people do I get? Just everybody?
No, any actor that's in your movie has to have appeared in an episode of It's Always Sunny. So if you want like a police captain, it's got to be someone who's been on the show. But it could be anybody who's been on the show. So,
you know what? I want to switch to The Office.
Okay.
Because The Office has such a big cast.
Yeah.
There's so many people that were in the.
Well, for me, I am taking Community. It gives me lots of fun options for. I got to have Donald Glover play Danny Glover in the movie. That's just like a must.
Troy and Abed could be your buddy cops.
Got a lot of good casting options. Heck yeah. All right, so that's who I'm picking. I'm going Community here. Dylan, who are you taking?
You know, after my daughter was born, like right after she was born, we went to the hospital room and all that kind of thing, and I was like, "Hun, do you want to see anything?" And she said, "Yes." Put on It's Always Sunny, and we did. So I'm going It's Always Sunny.
I am surprised.
Why?
For an 80s sexy thriller, you didn't go Saved by the Bell.
No, that's 90s. That's 90s.
It doesn't get sexier than Saved by the Bell. And you could I would have given you Screech Alive. You could have had, may he rest in peace, Dustin Diamond could have come back.
I was going to go Community. Because Donald Glover, you got all of these, Joel McHale, Danny Pudi, all of these people are fantastic. However, if I cannot have Community, It's Always Sunny is the way to go.
All right.
And they already did a remake of Lethal Weapon. They did the Lethal Weapon like 4, 5, and 6.
All right, I'm spinning.
Yeah,
no.
Why bother spinning it anymore? It's just wasting everyone's time.
I'm gonna see what happens. Best 2 out of 3.
No.
2 out of 3.
And we're not doing 2 out of 3s.
Look, it landed on Dylan.
That could have been the next time, but no, you used it up. So it's back. It's still me. Spin the other wheel. We're not cheating. I want to keep my streak alive. This is unprecedented. Fantastic.
True, it is unprecedented.
All right, come on, loose cannon. All right, great.
Wow,
this is fantastic because what's better? What is better than one cast, but rather having your actors play multiple casts? That's right, twins. That's the loose cannon decision here for the cast. 2 Riggs, 2 Murtaughs. We're getting double sets of twins.
Hey, that could work with the time travel, though.
Can I say that when I was plotting these out, I'm like, okay, I can make these as ridiculous as I want because there's no way that one poor movie is going to get all of these in a row, and then we're not getting all these loose cannons, right? Like a lot of these, like the rule follower and the studio ones are all like, in this category we're going to add a movie star to help kind of solidify the cast here. But no, you gotta spin me loose cannons. So now we're taking the irresponsible choices. So just to recap, I've got a sci-fi horror buddy cop film remake of Lethal Weapon where we time travel and everyone is a freaking twin. All right, replicants all around. This is going to be what a movie.
We're gonna break the AI. It's
AI is gonna be like, what?
the AI is gonna
All
be
right.
like, I don't know what you're
You
asking.
young budding scriptwriters out there, this is how you do it right here. This is a fantastic script. You can write one better than AI for sure. Get in there. All right, let's do the next one. Oh, God.
All right. High stakes case.
We got some high stakes. Hey, every buddy cop film, there's some kind of high stakes that are happening in the background here. What is your buddy cop duo? What are they investigating? Is it drugs? Is it mob and gang related activity? Is it a serial killer? Is there a bomb somewhere hidden in the city or a bust of some kind? Or is it a sinister cabal, a series of sinister kind of like, infighting and conspiracy?
Bro, you go ahead. Go for it.
I want bomb in the city. Give me explosions.
Nice.
It's a blockbuster adventure. We're traveling all over the city. Give me explosions.
Beautiful.
Oh boy. Okay.
Charlie, what's your pick? Not that it matters.
It doesn't matter. So, a time traveling serial killer.
Ooh.
A drug that makes you travel through time.
Or a secret cabal could be cool.
A cabal across decades.
Hey, they've got to be twins. They've got to be twins.
Yes. There's a serious a cabal of like, it's an alternate dimension. Okay, it's an alternate dimension.
Yep.
And Riggs and Murtaugh from Earth 2 are trying to make their way to Earth 1 as part of a sinister cabal for Earth 2 to slowly start taking over Earth 1. They're sending over... Okay, all right, we're going with the cabal.
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
Mine's a sexy thriller, and nothing is as sexy as a serial killer. I didn't mean
Not
to
drugs.
Drugs are pretty sexy.
No, not drugs. Yeah, drugs are so sexy. No. You can't get any
Don't
sexier.
do drugs, kids. But also don't be a serial killer. So, I mean, really,
Yeah,
it's
well,
cool.
No bombs in the city either.
All right. Charlie, this is not going to land on you. It's not going to land on you.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready. This is going to be great.
It's not going to land on you. I was hoping it would land on Dylan.
When he puts his mind to it, he can make it all happen.
No, I wanted it to land on Dylan. I didn't want it to land on me.
Thanks a lot.
Finally started feeling bad enough to take my name off the list. Let's see. Let's see what the spinner does.
Come on, safe option. Oh no, they're gonna do something to my bomb.
Yeah, they are. Hey, Brody, we really love the big blockbuster direction that things are headed. A nice modern set adventure buddy cop film with the cast of The Office. Fantastic. But see, here we're trying to keep things under budget, and explosions are expensive.
I know.
So we really would like you to not have anything blow up specifically. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of the bomb here.
No.
We appreciate it. We don't want a bomb at the box office. We don't want bombs bombing in our movies. No. We got to get that out of here. What we want you to do is focus. You want giant robots?
No. I said not giant robots.
I was tempted to give you giant robots when you said that, just because like that's a great.
Yeah.
Had this been the loose cannon, maybe you would have gotten yourself some giant robots. So be careful.
That's true.
Be careful what you wish for. There. So what they want to see, Brody, they want to see you investigating mobs and gangs. They want to keep it simple. John Wickian.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's fine. I really wanted the bombs, but I'll take bombs.
I know.
and gangs.
I'm sorry. It could have been worse. The studio one just always tries to.
It definitely could have been worse.
The studio ones are very tame this time. Out of the three spinners, you'll notice that sometimes you even get choices from the list. Part of that's also just because I didn't want to spend like another several hours thinking of new things. All right, let's spin that wheel.
No, we just spin the wheel. It's next category.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't need to spin the wheel. Next category.
Yeah.
Why so loose, cannon? Why are you so loose? What's wrong with your loose cannon? Why is your loose cannon such a loose cannon? Maybe it's because they're an addict. Or their whole family is gone. Maybe the family left them. Maybe the family was killed. Who knows? They're fighting dark urges themselves.
Ooh.
Like one of those people in one of those crime shows that can think just like the killer because maybe maybe deep down inside, there's something a little broken. They lost their partner, left him at Disneyland, couldn't find him again, never saw him again. Or they're just born this way, baby.
Yeah.
All right. My loose cannon partner is a loose cannon partner because during time travel between Earths, they family's gone. Family is gone. Family gone.
Thought you were going to take mine.
Can't have a family. There's too many actors already in my movie with all the twins.
I know what Dylan's picking, so.
Tell me what I'm picking, Prod.
You're picking fighting dark urges.
No.
What?
I thought about that. No. Because I have the cast of It's Always Sunny, and I not the cast, but the characters all have been serious addicts. Yeah, loose cannon's gonna be an addict.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Dennis Reynolds likes a little bit of the old white powder or something else. I don't know what drugs. Oh, it's in the 80s. Yeah, the white powder. That's right.
It probably is the white powder.
In the 80s.
All right. I think I'm going Lost Partner. It seems like it fits mine the best.
Yeah. Who's going to play the dead partner then? Even if it's just like a picture of them, is it going to be
Steve Carell?
Will Ferrell Will Ferrell's got to be the dead partner.
Oh, it could be Will Ferrell.
Hi,
right.
I'm just 4 days away from retirement here. I'm juggling these balls. Oh, come on.
Dylan.
Hey.
Oh, the slivers.
That was really close. That was really close.
That looks like it's on me. That's wild. That's wild. All right, spin that. Let's see what we're doing. What kind of damage we're doing to Dylan here.
Oh, come on. Don't play it safe. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no. It's the studio.
Oh, hey, Dylan, we're very, very excited about your dark and gritty, sexy thriller set in the 1980s featuring the cast of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, chasing a serial killer. But we feel that maybe it's a little too dark and a little too gritty. And we do want this to be marketable, not just to adults, but also to children. We want kids to come see your sexy thriller. We want... So we don't want your loose cannon to be an addict. We would like your loose cannon to be this way because he's a single dad just doing his best.
So he's a loose cannon because he's a single dad doing his best. Okay.
Yep.
Just doing his best. We want the family element to really kind of come into play. Just doing his best.
I thought he was going to be addicted to candy or soda or something.
You want to know why? Because I get up at 6 a.m. every day and make my kid pancakes. I'm just doing my best.
It's true.
I care if I get shot in the face today? I got to do 6 hours of math homework for my son when I get home.
Oh my God.
I'm just doing my best.
Now I'm having a hard time trying to pick who that's going to be.
Danny DeVito.
What? No, he has to be on drugs, or he's the serial killer.
Right. Why play by rules?
What'd you say?
What?
Why play by rules? That's the next category.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Like, why are you talking like Yoda, man? I was like, oh yeah, that's not. I wrote these categories very weird. What? Why play by rules, Mr. Stickler, Mr. Rule Player? Well, you want to know why? Because I've got a family to think of. That's why. I got 2 kids about to go to college. You think I can risk that? Risk losing this job? Besides, I'm so close to retirement. I'm 40 years old, and for some reason, that's the retiring age of the police officer. I've got career ambitions. I'd like to be captain someday, maybe emperor of the police department, however that works. This is how I was taught. My father before me, my father's father, my mother's mother, they were all cops, and they all played by the rules, and so do I.
They're all cops.
Or I tried not playing by the rules once, and 70,000 people died that day.
Wow, is that the requirement? Does 70,000 people have to die? Oh, okay.
No. You can fill in the blank of whatever. Something bad. I tried not playing by the rules one time, and my dog escaped and ran away to live with a cat
goes
in
first?
Montana.
Who goes first? Did I go first last time?
Last one was what?
Oh, I went first.
I think I went first last time. So Dylan, you're up first.
Oh,
I thought Brody went first last time.
no, I think I went first. Charlie, I think you go first this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
in
stinks
that case,
because I
let's
know which
see.
one I want, but don't take mine.
Well, my guy's never retiring because they're too busy time traveling. He does not have career ambitions.
Why not?
I think he tried playing by the rules one time.
No,
Or tried not playing by the rules.
Oh, that was gonna be my pick.
I tried not playing by the rules one time, and suddenly there were replicants time traveling to my Earth, taking over our bodies.
That makes sense.
Never again. Rules, baby, rules.
I was just gonna have mine not playing by the rules, and then he lost his partner. So he used to be the other side, and then he had to swap.
Oh.
Well, not anymore, bro. Not anymore.
I shouldn't have pointed out that I went first last time.
That's also true.
That's what I get for being honest.
That's what you get. That's it. Honesty. All right, Dylan, what's your choice?
I'm going to go with how I was taught. We're going to have Rob McElhenney being the by the rules guy, and he was always taught and trained that way. So it looks like this time he's going to be enjoying it without rules.
I don't know what to pick.
Well, does your rule stickler have a family? Are they retiring soon? Maybe they got some career ambitions, bro.
Not the career ambitions.
They want to move up.
So close to retirement. I'm just trying to think of like what character I could do. So close to retirement. I'm trying to think of what two actors would be my guys. It would have to be John Krasinski and I don't know.
Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah, maybe
Idris Elba.
Maybe career ambitions. Idris Elba was in Office? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was one of the managers who took over after Michael Scott left.
Oh, okay. There were so many of them. They all.
But he also, wait a second. He was there before Michael Scott went. And
You're right. He was.
And then he started his own company. And he
didn't take over for Michael Scott. He took over for Dave, whatever the guy's name was.
David Wallace. Yes.
David Wallace. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Also, you could reunite Jim and Pam, man. Have Pam Beasley be buddy cop number 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do career ambitions.
Yep.
Nice.
At least that's what you think you're doing.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Spinner time. Dylan, not me. Okay. That's fine.
It's so weird seeing someone else's face on the spinner.
Yeah, Charlie, it hasn't hit you in a while.
I know. I'm so weird coasting on.
Yeah, right? Okay.
At this point, kind of hoping it's me because my movie's already ruined. You guys have such nice things going. Well, we've getting too many captains.
Okay.
Brody, we love the direction. We love the direction that you're headed. We're trying to broaden the appeal of your movie, and so what we would like your rule stickler to also be, and it's in addition to having someone who has career ambitions, is maybe they're also a priest, and that's why we can appeal to the religious demographic. And when they kill people, they do the sign of the cross, and they say, "Sorry, Jesus."
And they say, "Sorry, Jesus." I love that's the best.
You know who else had some holes in them?
Okay.
Jesus reference. So, all right.
Yeah.
You guys a rule stickler because he's got career ambitions, but he's also a priest.
He's also
a cop.
Wait, he's a cop and a priest at the same time? That's 2 careers.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Brody,
what?
Come on, man. I'm not a priest, but by the power of the internet, I could marry you right now. So watch yourself.
Well, I did marry you, so
yeah. See,
there you go.
We're married, Brody and I. Breaking news. This is Dylan and I used to joke in college about writing a buddy cop movie where we'd say, they're not buddy, and they're not cops in this brand new buddy cop film coming out this summer.
That was great. Yeah.
Figure it out.
Right. Unusual hobby.
I don't want to hear any complaints from you about your movie being messed up. I'm sorry that you have to figure out how to make one of your characters also religious while I'm time traveling Riggs and Murtaugh to multiple Earths.
Oh,
Screw
I'm
you.
sorry.
He's got a point.
I was hoping for a loose cannon one on that one. I really was.
The loose cannon one would have been fun. It's all right. All right, so we have an unusual. These are all real hobbies. I did a lot of hobby research. These are all real things that people do.
Really?
So we want so sometimes, like whether it's surfing in Point Break, there's some kind of hobby that ties into the case. You can choose that this could be a central theme to your case. This could be just a hobby that you visit as part of the investigation of your case, or it could be a hobby that one of your main characters loves to partake in. So we have painting with blood.
Gross.
You don't read about it, and certainly don't watch the videos. You have competitive hobby horse, which is fantastic, and you should absolutely watch. So you know what hobby horses are? So it's like the felt, it's like a stuffed horse head on a stick.
Yeah.
And then people would ride them.
Yeah.
I mean, these girls and guys, they're doing like huge jumps over things. They're like running around almost like if you watch a dog show. They're like they're doing tricks. They're leaping over fences, just like a regular like horse competition, except they're doing it on a hobby horse. If you want to get lost, you want to pause this video and get lost in a beautiful rabbit trail of glory. Go watch some competitive hobby horse stuff. It is fantastic. Real life Quidditch. People getting together and they do play Quidditch in real life. That's another thing you can do. Noodling, where you kind of make your arm the noodle and you stick it in the water and you catch fish with your bare hands. And then train surfing, which is what it sounds like, where people get on top of a train and surf.
Oh my goodness. Now, whose hobby is this?
It's up to you. It's just going to play a role in your film. It could, like I said, it could be part of the investigation. Your investigation leads you to the exciting world of competitive hobby horsing. Maybe you're investigating a serial killer who likes to paint in blood. Maybe you're one of your characters in a lighthearted moment is playing some real life Quidditch with his buddies. It could be. It's up to you. It can be, but it just has to. One of these unusual hobbies is going to connect in some way to your film to give it texture.
Charlie, this is a weird one.
Why is this weird? Have you not seen it? This is like everybody cop film. They start investigating and it takes them to some obscure the furries or like the underworld underground boxing, or there's some kind of like nefarious subculture that they go investigate.
Underground boxing is one thing. You're talking about painting with blood and competitive hobby horse.
You don't have to pick both unless you get the wrong spinner.
Oh gosh. Well, Dylan goes first.
If you think these are bad.
I actually just jumped onto that competitive hobby horse. I'm looking at it with the sound off. I'm going definitely competitive hobby horse.
It's cool, right? Come on. The hops on some of these kids, it is wild how high they are jumping on the competitive hobby horsing. Brody, pull a video up right now. You can show the people.
It's I'm watching them do like a walk, trot, and canter. I can assume that that's what they're doing, but that's what it really looks like. They're hey,
it's good, right?
It's really good. I'm going to be watching this for a bit.
Hey, these are athletes. You can say what you want. They are athletes.
Yeah.
Okay. So my pick, is I don't know. I've got a guy that lost a partner. I've got a priest.
Hey, maybe he lost his partner train surfing. That's a very dangerous hobby.
Oh.
People die all the time. Kids, if you're learning one thing from this video, do not train surf.
What's noodling again?
You kind of make your arm limp like a noodle in the water, and then you grab fish out with your bare hands. There's the competitive hobby horsing.
Yes.
Look at the hops, man.
That is fantastic.
Oh,
it must have been even worse in the 80s.
Let's go with noodling. I'm gonna go with noodling.
All right.
Yeah.
You just wanted to work the word nude into your movie.
I absolutely did. It's a blockbuster. You gotta have
the blockbuster. Gotta have a little noodling. Okay, that just leaves me. Okay. All right. Riggs and Murtaugh are traveling through time and space to investigate a cabal.
They've got to be painting with
ridiculous
blood, Charlie.
Painting with blood is
They've
interesting.
got to be painting with blood.
The cabal paint.
Yeah, we're not doing Quidditch unless in the future, like people actually are riding brooms. Let's do paint with blood.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get Leo back up. All right. See what happens. Dylan. Be Dylan.
Gonna mess with my competitive hobby horsing.
All right. Come on, loose cannon. Come on, loose cannon.
Yeah, come on, give me some loose
No,
cannon.
it's the safe bet.
Oh.
How come Charlie's the only one that gets loose cannon?
Yeah.
The loose cannon stuff for this one was wild too. We were going to be adding some kinks to your films, but we will not
thriller.
It would have been good. Would have been good. You know what? It still can be. Dylan, pick a number 1 through 10.
2.
2, an excellent choice. Oh, well, oh my! Am I allowed to say? Am I allowed to say butt stuff?
You just did. I just don't say it too many times, I guess. But
all right. This is this is from a list of hobbyist kinks, and we call it a butt licking fixation. So
how is this the safe option? This is the safe option, Charlie. This isn't the.
I'm tired of the safe options. The safe options are no fun.
It's the safe option, Charlie. He's got Murtaugh right
safe
there.
Safe options are no fun. He's hobby horsing and also a little bit of licking. I'm just gonna put licking. You know what I mean, though.
Horse licking.
After a nice hard day at the hobby horse track, I like to come home and unwind with a little bit of licking. No, all right. You know what?
Hey,
if you want the
Dylan, you chose sexy thriller, so this is on you. Man.
If you want the safe option, I can give you the safe option. You're gonna have someone collecting stamps if that's what you want.
I'm okay with the licking. I'm fine.
Collecting stamps. What was so boring.
I'm thinking I'm gonna have. I think I'm gonna have Danny DeVito play the captain. And he's also going to apparently appreciate hobby horsing.
You could have gone with squashing. That was on the list. Where people sit on you.
That is.
Oh, good. Okay. For a second, I thought I didn't.
Doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
All right, let me go.
All right, finale.
So now this one I'll have to explain a little bit, but these are quotes from various action movies, and this is your big finale.
Okay.
Oh.
Just been revoked.
Just been revoked.
This is from Matilda.
This is from Matilda.
Jog on.
Jog on.
I'm getting too old for this.
I'm too old for this shit.
It's over. He's a joke. All right, so let me explain these.
Okay.
So just been revoked. Our rule breaker decides at the end that he is going, or excuse me, our rule follower decides at the end that he is going to break the rules because lying over there in a heap of blood is his poor loose cannon partner. Not dead, but just like severely wounded. And he decides that this is the moment. His big character arc. He's going to break the rules and take out the big bad guy, just like Lethal Weapon 2. This is from Matilda. The Great Sacrifice. This is one of your characters, Leon the Professional here. This is one of the characters sacrificing their life to take out the bad guy. Jog on. This is your characters have defeated the big bad enemy, and the captain is still pissed at them. Damage all over the city. Do you know how much damage you caused across this city? Do you know what you've done? And they're like, jog on, you.
Jog on.
Hot Fuzz, get out of here. Come on. We ain't got no time for that. And they're too busy high-fiving, smoking cigars, and drinking brews. I'm getting too old for this. This is your characters won, but they are near death. They're hanging on by a sliver. I am getting too old for this, and they're blood pouring out of every pore. They're both lying on the ground. They're pretty limp. They won, but not by much. And then we got the bad boys. It's over. He's a joke. Where you got one guy who's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and the partner's like, he's not worth it. He's not worth it, and they have to overcome their desire for revenge to take him in, do it the right way.
And I go first. Why?
This should be no. You went first. This should be Dylan.
What? I thought I went first.
Unless we did it wrong, right? Because it should be 9. This is the last category.
Oh. Okay. Go for it, Dylan.
Maybe we did it wrong.
I'm going to go with just been revoked. I want to see Ron McElhenney being like, just been revoked. And then he shoots him.
All right, Brody. Wait. No, wait. Yeah, no, we did it wrong. We did it wrong.
Did we?
Should this be Brody?
We did.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just
I think it's take your one. Me. It's okay. I'm going to go with am I getting too old for this, or it's over? He's a joke. I don't know. It's a blockbuster.
Here's the family one, bro. He shouldn't. He's too good to kill him.
He's also a priest.
He's also a priest, so it's over. He's a joke.
It's over. He's a joke. Yeah.
Good call.
All right. I am going to go with I'm getting too old just because it's a quote from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
And
makes sense.
I don't see how my time traveling Riggs and Murtaugh are going to win in good shape, but I do think that this is going to do really well in the box office. So there will be sequels. I can't have anybody getting killed off here, and I can't see them just defiantly winning. It can't be too easy to win against your own self. Right?
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Let's see. Let's see here.
Makes perfect sense.
Last one. I'm okay if it's Charlie. Yes, it's Charlie. Yes, it's Charlie. Yeah.
See how he does this? You at home, you see the shenanigans. That he pretends it's a spinner, but he's just really just moving it around. I'm okay with Charlie in this one, and then boom, it's Charlie.
Come on, loose cannon. Oh, it's the safe one. Of course, he gets Murtaugh when it's. I'm getting too old for this.
All right, so this is the finale here. Depending on the finale that was picked here, there was going to be some massaging here. Because I tell you, the safe option here is a happy ending. We want a happy ending. I'm not getting too old for this. That implies that our characters have been a little bit too beat up. So we don't want that. That's not what people want to see. They want to see a nice happy ending. So they want to see cigars, babes, and brews. That's the safe ending. We want their party
that was an
and
option?
Celebrating. We did it, Murtaugh. And then the twist will be that it's the wrong Murtaugh.
Oh,
we did it, Murtaugh. And he's like, we sure did. And there's like a little gleam of Earth 2 in his eye.
Okay. All right.
And he's like
so
punching people.
We are going
have
to.
you seen Us yet?
No.
I'm sorry. Seen what?
Us? The movie Us. It's a Jordan Peele movie.
No.
You mean like you and Brody? Yeah, I've seen you guys.
No. But okay, yes. Well, good. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right, we're going to take a quick pause here. It won't be a pause for you. It's just going to
my movie is so ridiculous. It's so dumb.
We're going to pump all this stuff into AI, and we're going to see what AI can come up with. So we will be right back. And we are back. The AI has been hard at work putting these in. Now, we did go in. We wanted to put a little bit of specifics, say if we wanted a specific actor or something like that. We did add that in. Otherwise, the AI just goes off on its own and does something totally random. So let me go ahead and read these off. Okay, so we are each going to read our own. I had to pause it real quick just so I could send those over. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change the order. Charlie, we're going to have you go last because I think yours is going to be kind of the highlight of the night.
Low light, highlight, some kind of light.
So, Dylan, how about you start us out with your buddy cop movie?
Okay. Yep. Am I starting? I'm starting right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Title is Dark Streets, Dirty Secrets. When the stakes are high, even the straightest cop has to break the rules. Straightest cop, huh? Genre is dark and gritty buddy cop sexy thriller, and the setting is late 1980s, in the rain-soaked streets of a crumbling Philadelphia. Detectives Reggie McAllister, Glenn Howerton, a single dad with a wild streak and a penchant for breaking every rule in the book, and Vinny by the book Caruso, played by Rob McElhenney. I love it. A straight-laced detective raised in the old school are partners in the city's most notorious precinct. I love this so far. They couldn't be more different. Reggie is brash and unconventional, while Vinny is obsessed with following procedure, believing that doing things how I was taught is the only way to survive. And I can hear him, Rob, how I was taught. I can't wait. I want to hear him say that. You got to say that, Rob McElhenney. I know he watches this show.
Big fan.
How I was taught. Big fan. Things get heated when a gruesome string of murders rattle the city. The killer, a deranged man known only as the Collector, can fix that, played by Charlie Day, leaves cryptic messages at each scene, taunting the cops as he escalates his killing spree. To make matters worse, the precinct captain, Salvatore Sal Del Vecchio, Danny DeVito, seems more concerned with his bizarre hobby horse collection and his ongoing rivalry with a mysterious local enthusiast, played by Caitlin Olsen, than keeping the streets safe. Del Vecchio's odd obsession makes him both a liability and a wild card. As Reggie juggles his duties as a detective and a single dad, he finds himself pushing boundaries, much to Vinny's frustration. Reggie's chaos is balanced by Vinny's rigid adherence to rules, but with the killer getting closer, tensions rise. However, when they discover that the Collector is not just killing for sport, but has a personal connection to someone within the precinct, the stakes become personal. In a jaw-dropping twist, Vinny, the stickler for rules, is forced to break his moral code and ditch the book when he learns that Reggie's family is in the killer's crosshairs. To save the day, Vinny must go rogue, using Reggie's unconventional tactics to track down the Collector before it's too late. And then it says the climactic finale, with the streets of Philadelphia burning under the glow of neon lights. Vinny has the serial killer cornered in an abandoned hobby horse warehouse. Reggie, tied up by the Collector, watches as Vinny tosses his rulebook into the flames, the literal rulebook. To defeat the villain, Vinny pulls off an insane stunt on a hobby horse, much to the surprise of everyone, including the captain's quirky rival who plays a key role in the takedown. The tables turn when Captain Del Vecchio reveals a hidden connection to the case, tying his bizarre hobby to the killer's motives. Together, Reggie and Vinny finally defeat the Collector, with the rule sticklers saving the day in a shocking act of rebellion. It says the tone of the movie combines a hyper-violent grit of 80 thrillers with the irreverent humor of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, blending dark themes with absurd comedy. I love it.
You gotta get like Brian De Palma to direct it.
Right. Okay.
I like it. That's fantastic. The
There we
AI
go.
came up with something.
Pretty good.
All right, I'll go ahead and read mine. We'll just get mine out of the way because I know everybody's just waiting for Charlie's. So mine is called Law and Disorder. Sometimes the biggest adventure is surviving your partner. All right. Action, adventure, buddy cop, present day, big city with seedy underworld connections. The plot: Detective Michael Donovan, Steve Carell, once a top cop with an impeccable record, has gone rogue after a tragic loss of his longtime partner in a mob takedown gone wrong. Now he's a loose cannon with nothing left to lose, haunted by the death and consumed by the desire for vengeance. He spends his free time noodling, catching fish with his bare hands, a bizarre and reckless hobby that mirrors his approach to life, always diving headfirst into chaos.
Is it reckless?
You're catching fish with your hands. Yeah, I would say.
I don't know if it'd be reckless.
I think Piranha 3D would beg to differ.
Okay, touche.
All right. Enter Father Ryan Michaels, John Krasinski, a rule-following detective and part-time priest who has ambitions of moving up the ranks in both his careers. His methodical, deeply moral,
I'm
and
gonna be
determined.
Pope and Captain.
He's methodical, deeply moral, and determined to bring criminals to justice the right way. Father Michaels is designed to rein Donovan in, forming an unlikely and tense partnership. The two could not be more different. Michaels sees the world in black and white, while Donovan only sees red, especially when it comes to Charlotte, Charlie, Devereaux, Ellie Kemper, a ruthless mob boss posing as a quirky businesswoman. Behind her innocent facade, Charlie has her hands on every illegal activity in the city. Captain Dwight Barnes, Rainn Wilson, I like how they gave him the name Dwight still. Their surly and eccentric superior assigns the pair to investigate a string of suspicious activities linked to Charlie's mob organization, known for terrorizing local businesses and politicians. Barnes has a love-hate relationship with Donovan, frequently exacerbated by his unpredictable behavior, but secretly appreciating his results. Michaels, on the other hand, is Barnes' golden boy, reliable, disciplined, and not prone to the chaos Donovan brings. But Barnes knows that only Donovan could get close enough to Charlie's operations given his history with the mob. As Donovan and Michaels pursue Charlie, they face increasingly dangerous situations from high-speed chases to near-fatal shootouts. Donovan's thirst for vengeance pushes him to the brink, while Michaels struggles to balance his sense of justice with his priestly vows. As the mob's criminal empire begins to unravel, Donovan's desire to take Charlie out by any means necessary grows stronger. But Michaels urges Captain, reminding him that the law should still be followed. The cinematic finale. In a final showdown, Donovan and Michaels corner Charlie in a lavish penthouse surrounded by her goons. Donovan is ready to kill her on the spot, his gun drawn, seeking justice for his fallen partner. Michaels, though, steps between them, trying to reason with Donovan. You want to kill her? She's a joke now. It's over, Michaels says calmly. Charlie, once terrifying, is now exposed as a coward, trembling as her empire crumbles around her. Donovan hesitates, torn between his rage and his partner's words. After a tense moment, he lowers his gun and the pair arrest Charlie instead, much to her disbelief. The mob boss who once terrorized the city reduced to a powerless figure, a stark contrast to the villain Donovan had built up in his mind. Michael's calm, level-headed approach wins out. Justice, not revenge, prevails.
Nice.
There we go.
That's good, bro. It's really good.
All right. This
All
one's
right.
a little bit weird, and I might make some changes to the AI as we go. We'll see. In the future, there are no rules, only survival. Welcome to the story of Lethal Weapon: Time of Reckoning, a sci-fi horror buddy cop reboot set in a dystopian future with time travel elements. The year is 2150, as it should be. Crime has taken on a new terrifying form. The shadowy organization known simply as the Cabal, as often Cabals name themselves Cabal, manipulating time itself to maintain their sinister grip on society. The police force is barely keeping order, relying on agents who can traverse time to stop criminals from rewriting history. Enter Martin Riggs, played by Joel McHale, and Roger Murtaugh, played by Donald Glover, no relation. Two top-tier agents with a reputation for getting the jobs done, despite their wildly different approaches. Murtaugh is a loose cannon with nothing left to lose, saw his family brutally murdered by the Cabal, and now channels his rage into every mission. His reckless, emotionally detached, and he even paints disturbing murals in the blood of his enemies.
Oh, wow.
Riggs, on the other hand, tried going rogue once before, breaking the rules in a high-stakes case that went catastrophically wrong. What happens? We don't know. But now he sticks to the manual, never taking unnecessary risks, believing that rules are the only thing that keep the chaos at bay. In a strange twist of fate, Riggs and Murtaugh personalities have been swapped. See, I wanted them swapped before. But anyway, they're swapped in time travel, so whatever. While Murtaugh inherited Riggs' volatile, reckless tendencies, so they're switched. Vice versa. You get the idea. Freaky Friday. Despite the chaos it brings, they are forced to work together when the Cabal launches a plan to rewrite history, threatening the future of humanity. Their goal? To change a pivotal moment in time and ensure the world's governments remain under their control forever. Things get even more complicated when they encounter older versions of themselves, played by Chevy Chase and Keith David. The older versions hold crucial secrets about how to stop the Cabal and are also haunted by their own failures. Lorna Cole, played by Alison Brie, a fierce time-traveling agent with a mysterious past, joins the mission in the Rene Russo role, as does the bumbling but loyal Lee Butters, played by Danny Putty, the Chris Rock role, who is also set to marry Riggs' daughter, Rianne, Gillian Jacobs, in the role of the actress who played Rianne. Further complicating matters, meanwhile, the quirky and fast-talking Leo Gitz, played by Ken Jeong, tags along for comic relief this is the Joe Pesci role, and surprise insights into the Cabal's operations. Whatever Leo wants, Leo gets. Come on. We had to Chang the role a little bit. Yeah. Standing in the way is Anton van der Hoek, played by Jim Rash, a sadistic South African villain who runs the Cabal's time manipulation program, often paying for things in Krugerrans. And he has diplomatic immunity for some reason. And he's obsessed with rewriting the past to erase his failures. He'll stop at nothing to destroy Riggs and Murtaugh, time agents, for some reason. At the precinct, the ever-serious Captain Murphy, played by one Yvette Nicole Brown, tries to keep the team in line, though her patience is wearing thin. And she's religious. In a pulse-pounding final showdown, Riggs and Murtaugh infiltrate the Cabal's heavily guarded time-bending facility. As the clock ticks down, a cameo from Jean-Claude Van Damme as a time cop passes as he nods his hat. The duo must use their resources and their mismatched styles and wisdom to stop it, and which they do. An intense battle filled with distortions and horror-fueled set pieces. This is the first mention of horror. There's going to be horror-fueled set pieces. I don't know what that means, but it sounds very scary. They managed to prevent the timeline from being rewritten. Freddy Krueger's there. I don't know. Jason shows up with a machete. Murtaugh, always a stickler for rules, learns that sometimes breaking the rules is necessary. Like, for instance, when you're time traveling and fighting against an evil Cabal called the Cabal, maybe you don't have to play by the rules. The tone of this movie mixes high-stakes time travel action with eerie horror-infused visuals. Think Lethal Weapon meets Blade Runner with a touch of Terminator. Throughout, it keeps the signature humor of the Community cast, playing off the absurdity of their twin roles. I prefer to think of this more as a movie that Troy and Abed made, and then that would be better. This is like the Kick Puncher Part 4. The punching. With the timeline restored, Riggs and Murtaugh sit on the rooftop of the precinct, sharing cigars, brews, and joking about their chaotic journey. As they gaze over the dystopian... We've done it. We've won. Let's gaze over the dystopian cityscape. They're joined by Lorna and Butters, their makeshift family, before heading off to Rianne's wedding. It's a brief moment of peace before the next crisis looms in this dystopian future filled with horrorscapes and Chevy Chase.
And
nothing
blood
good
paintings,
has
blood
happened
murals.
or will happen in this Lethal Weapon reboot that no one asked for, but you're getting anyway.
Oh man.
Well, there it is.
Beautiful.
That is brutally bad. That is maybe the worst one we've ever done. This is 2 in a row where I've had some weird time traveling futuristic ruining of my movie. I've got to stop putting that as an option for the studio.
I was going to say, Charlie, you're building
my
these.
movies keep getting all distorted and weird.
You're the one that builds these, Charlie. If you don't want the time travel,
keep getting the interference. I want you guys to suffer. That's the goal. That's the fun. There's a 66% chance I'm not suffering, and yet, well, lo and behold, it's me, and then it's me, and then it's me.
Oh man.
What Leo wants, Leo gets.
That's funny. That's funny.
When you keep getting the checks.
All right. Well, that was a good time. That's a good one. Let's go ahead. Wrap this one up.
All right. Well, you let us know in the comments below if you would see these movies. And if you want to play along at home, you can fill out your own time card here, so to speak. Let us know what your movie is about. We'd love to hear from you, regardless of what it is you have to say. We always love interacting with you. We'll see you next time. Hopefully, the next draft will be all Brody face, in the spinner. That's what we're rooting for. Is that too much to ask?
Come on.
You only got one arm, and yet you're still cheating over there like a two-armed man. We'll see you next time. Hey, Brody only has one arm. Click like and subscribe.
Yeah. Bye.